Is it good or bad, or do we have to improve something? Is it good or bad, or do we have to improve something? Okay. So how was it for yesterday? So how was it for yesterday? You can say you can talk about school or at home. It depends on you. All right. So let's change to the another question. What did you do yesterday? Mm-hmm. That's good, but I can correct you like this. First of all, yesterday, which is in the past, right? So you have to use the verb which is in the past. So which means that when you say that you are gonna say that I watched TV yesterday. I watched TV yesterday. So you can see the ed over here. You have to talk like I watched TV yesterday and I cooked. Mhm. Then I play. Then I played games. So which means that because the time that you are talking about and they were in the past. So you have to use the verb which is in the past. You already know that, right? And for you, for yesterday, that I can correct you with this. You can say that, okay, so yesterday I watched TV, then I cooked and I played some video games, then I go to sleep at, then I went to sleep at blah blah blah. Like for example, I went to sleep at 9 o'clock. That's it. You don't have to worry too much about that. Just be comfortable and then answer the question. Okay. And let me find some topic to talk with you. Um, just wait for a sec because I have to find something. All right, this is good. All right, so you're gonna see over here that because I can't see the captions right now, so you have to open it by yourself. Also, I can. All right, then that is good. All right, so you can see that in this picture, what are they doing right now? What are they doing? They are having milk. They're having milk. Or having a meal. Nice. And can you describe what is the color of the dad's t-shirt as reader? And how about the mom? What what is the color? And when looking on the picture, what do you think that what do you think at which time of the day that they are having right now? They're having breakfast, lunch, or dinner. And why do you think so? Why? How can you know that? Which details show you that they are having breakfast? But it's but it can be lunch. Now, when you see in the image, how can you know that they are having breakfast but not lunch or dinner? And you already say that, and you already said that they're not having dinner because the outside that is not black. That's good. And how about the lunch? Why don't you think that they're having lunch? Okay, that's good. So let's move to the next one. Let me find some kind of stuff for you to describe it. It's gonna be this one's better. Okay, so let me. All right. So when you looked at this image, what are you thinking about this? And I can give you a hint. That is, they are showing the difference between in the past and now, which is in the past they didn't have the phones, and now they have the phones. So what is the difference? Mhm. That's not the key thing. You are good. That's point that is good, but it's not the key thing that I want you to talk about. The hint is that the key difference that is because of the font. So how can you say that? No, I'm not talking about that. That's good, but it's not the key thing that I want you to talk about. I've already gave you a hint that the things that you have to focus on is that the phones. Alright, so first of all, I have to say that when doing this speaking, you mustn't speak Vietnamese in here. Okay? So whenever you're talking with your mom, whenever you're talking with your dad, I don't care. Don't speak Vietnamese in here. That's the first thing. If you want to improve your speaking, then don't speak Vietnamese. Okay? You have to speak English all the time in here. So, as you can see, I already gave you the hint about this image. That is about the fonts, right? So, this is my view of this image. Your view is good, but it's not the key thing that I want you to talk about. Like, it's not the key thing that this image want you to know. The key thing is that because of the fonts, and with the and with the development of the phone, people nowadays they are separated by the phones. As you can see in the past, they are looking at each other, having fun. They don't really care about the social media. But now, the first thing that they do when they have the birthday is that they take a picture of that and they upload it to the social media. That's the key thing I want you to talk about. That that is because of the development of the technology. People nowadays they don't really care about each other like the past. Like you can see in the past, which is this image, they're having picnic together, they're having a good meal together at in the park, and that's really good. That because they have no phones, they have no technology, so they can have the conversation with each other. They can talk about everything that they want. But now, when they have the phone, they don't really care about the conversation. They they just care about the image, the picture that they're gonna upload it to YouTube, to Instagram, to social media, to the internet. All right. So you good with that? All right. So in here, let's find the difference between two images. And I think that I want you to do is just find the three different. And your mission is that you have to use your English to tell me which is the difference between the two images. Are you okay with that? Okay, so fine. Okay. I think that it should be two, and then you have one more. Okay, that's good. All right, so let's get back to some question. Okay, so do you like music? And if you have a chance, the opportunity to choose one instrument, what would you choose? So what would you choose if you have a chance or the opportunity to choose the one instrument for playing the music? Tell me why. But but you can also bring the violin or the saxophone. Like it's not like the guitar. Like you like the guitar because that it is small. So there are a bunch of instruments that it is smaller than the guitar. Why do you choose the guitar but not the violin? The violin. All right, so let's have this. You are having the test, and they ask you, what's the reason to choose this one? And then you answer, I don't know, I don't care. Is it really matter? You can say like this. You can say that in my opinion, or from my perspective, I like playing. I would choose guitar rather than violin or piano or guitar. It's the instrument that I want to play or I want to have. That is because of the you can say the miracle. I just ask you a question. Why would you choose guitar but not violin or anything else? Like there are some instruments that they are smaller than the guitar, that they are smaller than the guitar that you can bring. Alright, that's good. So let's talk about it, some tests or some exam at school. Um, do you have any test in school or an exam in school? What do you think about that? What do you think about that? The tests, the tests in school are easy, but some questions are pretty hard. Right, so let's move with some questions. Uh, where do you live? You have to answer rightly. Answer that the Google can capture your word. Answer slowly again for the capture and clearly the pronunciation. Say again. pronunciation. So you have to answer that question. Okay, so the question, which is where do you live, which is a really easy question, and your mission is that you have to answer by your way, but the Google Meet can capture your words. So just so answer it again. And you can see over here that and the inner her dreaming city, which is not the answer, right? So which means that this I am living in Ho Chi Minh City. Like you should use the best English to I mean the pronunciation to make the Google Meet can capture your words. I am living in Ho Chi Minh City. All right, again. That's good for the next time fast and then faster. I am living in Ho Chi Minh City. There you go. You can do it right now. And so what is what is your grade right now? Which grade are you in? I am in grade 4. Alright, that's good for now. Do you have any plan for your future? First of all, in here, the key thing that I'm caring about is your English. So the thing that you answer, it doesn't matter. I don't really care about that. So when you don't know about something, just say a thing, say some unreal thing. Like for example, if I have the answer, what am I having the plan in the future? Although I don't want to be the artist, I don't want to be a singer, but just say it. Like I want to be a singer in the future. I want to do this or that. Although in the reality that I'm not. So you mustn't say I don't know in here. You have to find the answer. Although that is the unreal answer, it is a fake answer. You have to answer the question. You cannot say I don't know. And the thing that I'm caring about is your English. I don't care about the meaning of your answer is. Like when I ask you the question, which grade are you in? And then you answer that you are in grade 9. I don't really care about that. You know? The thing I care about is your English. I don't really care about the story. It is real or unreal. I don't care. In the future, in the future, in the future, That is what. Okay, that's okay. That's still the correct answer. Which means that the question that I'm asking you is that what is your plans in the future, which is you should create a clear plan that which is like I'm gonna study this school at this school in when I'm like for example I want to study at Chingwanang school when I am 14 years old, or I want to study the university in the future, then grow up, get married. Like you're making a plan for your life. You understand what I'm saying? Just wait for a second. I have to find something. All right, so you can see the image over here, right? Are you there? So you can see the image over here, right? So your job is creating a story by looking at those five images. Are you ready? Or you need 30 seconds for repairing or not? Do you need 30 seconds for repairing? Are you needing 30 seconds for preparation? Or do you want to start it right now? Alright. Do you answer the question? So you need 30 seconds for the preparation or not? Do you need it? Alright, so let's go straight to this one. Alright, so start it. What? Can you? Can what? In what? What does it mean? What does it mean? Can you zoom? Alright, start it. Um, how can you know that her name is Mary? Okay, wait a sec. Alright, start it. Sorry for my interruption. You done? You done? Alright, so I'm gonna say that your story is good for the first two images, but from the third to the fifth, you're wrong. And here you can see that he is out of money in here, which means that they can't go to the circus. And in here, because of that, they are pretty sad. And they go to buy some ice cream. But luckily, the cloud are in there too. So that is the whole story that in my view of this. So let's set the name of those three people is Mary, Jack, and what's the name? Mary, Jack, and then Haley. Mary, Jack, and Haley are having a walk in the town. Suddenly, they see the advertisement of the circus, and then Mary she pointed to the circus advertisement and talked to the other two. Do you want do you guys want to go to the circus tomorrow? And then they answered yes. And for the next day, they took the bus to go to the circus. But sadly, they didn't have enough money to go there. And then, but they have enough money for buying some ice cream at the uh, at the store nearby. And fortunately for them, that the clouds they also have their performance at this nearby store too. So although they didn't have enough money for buying the tickets to the circuit, but they have the opportunity to see the clouds outside the circuit. Okay, so go to the next one. And this one here. Look at the picture and tell and write a story. And these are some hints. You should look at it and then remember the information about this. Then I'm gonna show you the picture. And after you look at those kind of stuff and remember everything, I'm gonna zoom the picture for you to talk about. Are you okay with that? Okay, so look at those kind of stuff, and when you're finished, tell me. Can I tell a story now? Started. So it's good. Okay, I have no question in here because you're good. Alright, so let's move back to the questions. Um, do you often use your computer? How many times after? How often do you use your computer? You don't have to think. Just answer rightly. You don't have to think that it's true or false. But I already tell you that the thing I'm caring about is your English. I don't care about your real life. So just answer fast as you can for those questions. How often do you use your computer in a week? Which means, how many times do you use your computer in a week? How many times do you use your computer? How many times? Not how long. How many times, which means that I use the computer once a week, twice a week, 3 times a week, 4 times a week, 5 times a week. It's not like how long do you use your computer. And do you usually go online when you use your laptop? Do you usually go online when you use the laptop? Um, so what do you go online for? You cannot stop like that. You have to answer. For playing games, for studying, just answer. I already tell you that. The thing that I care about is your English. I don't care about your answer is it real or not. So whenever you receive a question, don't think about that. I have to speak real in this situation. No, the thing that I and the examiner they really care about is your English. They don't care about your detailed information about something. So answer fast as you can. Don't like keep silent and then wait for the examiner for waiting for you for 10 seconds. Don't do that. When you have the answer, you should answer after 3 seconds. Do you think that the laptop helps you a lot for your studying? Why? That's it. You're silent for more than 10 seconds. What's next? What's next? What's next? Is there anything else? Um, do you understand something wrong? First of all, I didn't tell you about making the comparison between the laptop and the phone. Did I mention something about the phone? No, I didn't. I just wanted to talk about like why the laptop helps you in your study. I didn't mention about anything about the phone. That's it. You sound for more than 10 seconds. This answer should not be longer than 30 seconds or maybe 40 seconds. Yeah, sometimes only for 40 seconds and you've already take it for around 2 minutes. So I'm going to cut this question right now. I want to answer it for you. First of all, the laptop can help me, in my studying and improving my knowledge. For example, when I'm having trouble in studying something or finding the information for my homework or for my research or for my essay or for my test or for my reviewing, I can use the laptop as a tool for helping me for my reviewing. Like for example, when I prepare for the test, I don't really know about what's gonna be on the test and what should I review for the test. I can use the laptop as a tool for me to find the relative the related information about the thing that I want to review. And I can use it as a tool for me for studying online sometimes. Because in nowadays during the pandemic, and we can't go to school, we can use the laptop as a tool to connect as a connector between me and the teacher for studying online. And also, I can use this to complete some online tasks without having them write it down on the books. Like for example, some stuff that I can do right on the laptop, which means that I can save more time than write it out to the page. And also, I can use the laptop as a tool for me for my studying as a purpose of I can use it to reading some books online. I don't have to go outside and buy some books. Like I can use it to have some textbook online, and I don't have to have some textbook. And also, I can use it to take for taking a note. Like for example, when you have your class, then after grade 4, you have to throw away your notebook, your books, all of thing. But then you use the laptop, you can keep them on the laptop or on your computer without deleting them or without throwing them away. Okay? Alright, I think that this will be the end of this speaking for today right now. And it's time for me to give you some feedback. First of all, your pronunciation is improved from yesterday. You sound confident. You sound more confident than yesterday. You do not be shy about that. That is a good point to point out. And also, the thing that you need to improve is that your skill of making the sentences. Like your sentences sometimes it's not clear. Like for example, like can you do something for me, please? And then you say again, and you say that can you do this? Can you do this? Or you can do this. You can do this. When you say that you can do this, which means that you are telling them like I can do this. Like you're not asking the questions. You can use this sometimes when you change the tone of voice. Like when I ask them like can you open the windows? And then if I want to say like you can open the windows, so when I change my tone to this. You can open the windows. I change at the end of the sentence. I higher my voice for them to know that I am asking them the question. And your points of making the sentence that is improved from yesterday, but you need to improve more. Like for example, let me think about it. You said that forget about that. I forgot that. But your ability of making sentence is really bad sometimes. That you need to improve it. And yeah. And third of all, your ability of describing the image that is good at your age. However, you need to focus more about the image before describing it. Like as I said before, in the picture, in image 1 and 2, you good. I mean about the circuit story, but from the image third to the fifth, you're wrong at the situation. So which means that you have to improve your ability of looking at the image and pointing out the plot, and you can use the English for describing it. And for the differences between two images, I don't really know or I don't really remember that in Fire we do have it or not. And yeah, so those are the feedbacks that I have given to you. And so do you think? In your opinion, do you need to improve something? In your opinion, do you need to improve something? So you don't want to improve anything, right? You don't want to improve anything? So although I tell you that your speaking is bad, you're really bad, and then you still don't want to improve? The thing that I'm asking you, in your opinion, do you need to improve something to improve your speaking skill or your English? Are you listening to me? So I'm asking you, in your opinion, do you need to improve something in your speaking skill as well as your English to improve more or not? Pardon me? What do you say? I can't hear you. I'm not asking you about can you study English now. I'm asking you that do you, in your opinion, do you think that you want to improve something to improve your English speaking? I'm not asking about hot or not. Where's mom? Where's mom? Very small. Đó. Giờ con nghiêm túc hỏi nè. Nếu như thằng Bo nó thật sự nó không muốn học á, thì con dạy kiểu nào cũng không vô. Nghe con nói, học, học mà những cái mặt nó buồn chán vậy thì con dạy kiểu nào cho nó vô nổi. Vậy mẹ nó giỏi nó môn vậy mà nó làm vậy nên mày nói là môn nói nó không lo rồi con tụi nó giỏi sao ai vậy sao được. Không, ý là con nghe nó là môn nói nó không có lo.